Hey everyone, Chris Denison here, joined by Cory Graffunder and Kyle Redmond, EnduroCross racers. We have a weekend off from Supercross this week, so we'll talk about EnduroCross. So give us the scoop, Kyle. You guys are both on Huskies this year, new team, you're kind of putting together your own deal.
Yeah, Husky gave us the opportunity to kind of start up our own little team. We have some really great sponsors on board. I think both of us, have a good shot of being up front, so.
Yeah, and Cory, you've been on Huskies for a number of years. What can you tell us about the bikes? Are you doing anything differently this year, and what models are you guys riding?
Yeah, everything's different. The bike has been evolving year from year, and it's definitely getting better. This year we're riding the 310 again, and it's already running a lot better than last year right off the bat. So I think it's going to be really good. We're working with a few new guys, Stillwell Performance this year, so hopefully the bikes will be handling well.
Right. And going into the year, it's a long series. There's 8 rounds. We've got X Games in there too. And let's talk about predictions. Taddy last year won absolutely everything. So what do you think, Kyle? Is anybody going to be able to touch him? And do you just see him continuing to be dominant?
I think he has to lose this year. I think everybody is trying their hardest to get up to there. So I think there'll be some more people, battling with him.
Yeah. And what do you think, Cory?
I agree. I hope that everyone, has the mentality that it's time to take down Taddy. If you have the opportunity, try to make the pass. I know if I'm ahead of him or right behind him, I'm going to be going for him, because he just basically ran away with it last year, and that can't happen again.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that think like that. You see Mike Brown, Colton Hacker. Kyle, you're one of them. You've been up on the podium and tasted that. How frustrating is it to get that close, but still not really pressure him into a mistake?
Yeah, it's terrible, It's like you're just trying every weekend or every week throughout the year, there's a group of us that are really young, and we're still, getting a lot better. And me, Cory, Colton, and Taylor and Sule. I'm sure there's a few other guys, but we're all just trying, all the time to get better. And I think we're catching up for sure. So.
Yeah, and on the side of the tracks too, the track's been pretty fun lately. I know last year it was pretty solid, tight racing, but a little bit more of a Supercross influence. Cory, what would you like to see out of the tracks different for the 2012 season, or just more of the same?
I don't know, it's tough. I sat on the sidelines for most of last year, so I got to see them, but I didn't get to race them. One thing I think they really need to work on is making the tracks better for racing. They need to be, not so much one line, which I know is a really tough thing to do with EnduroCross. Being as difficult as it is, usually there ends up being, the best line, the fastest line. And it doesn't really make for good racing, and it makes for someone to be able to run away with it a lot easier.
Kyle, tracks?
Yeah, I think they need to make every track, have a signature obstacle. Last year it seemed like you'd get there and you'd see the same track, different layout, but same obstacles every time. And I think they should put something that's kind of spectacular in each race. And some tracks can be gnarly, and some tracks can be fast. I think it should be a mixture. And also, I think a couple races they should just eliminate the water, because I think the racing will be a lot closer, and you can try a lot harder without worrying about sliding out or slipping off of everything. So I think that would actually increase the speeds also, and make it a little more exciting.
Yeah, and shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about Supercross. I know you guys watched it this year. Think it's a boring season, exciting season? What's your take?
Yeah, I think it's probably the worst season I've ever seen. So after Reed went down, and then it was just then Dungey, and now Wyndham, and it's just terrible. Those are like, Wyndham was my favorite rider, but after Reed went out, it was like, who's in a battle with Villapoto? So.
And Cory, what does that mean for the Nationals? We've basically seen this fast little ginger run away with it every weekend. So is it more of the same, more guys crashing? Hopefully we get some bodies back, but what's your take?
My personal opinion, Villapoto is going to run away with it. He's on fire right now. I really watch his style a lot, and he's on another level than everyone else. The way he turns the bike, and I'm sure outdoors, it'll be the same thing.
And being EnduroCross guys, Kyle, what do you think when you watch something like the MX Nationals? You think it's gnarlier, harder, easier? Those guys babies?
No, I train a lot like that, and it's hard. It's definitely a lot more physical, because you're riding longer. But it's still, to me, nothing compares to the cardio level of EnduroCross. So, it's a short sprint, and you're pretty much gassed after even like doing 5 laps, it's crazy. But yeah, definitely those guys are tough, when they race back east and it's like 100% humidity and, 100 degrees, it's gnarly. But definitely the cardio that we have to go through is more like Supercross, I think.
Yeah. Any interest for racing motocross in the future, Cory?
I raced some, professional motocross in Canada when I was younger, and wasn't really my thing. My roots are off-road and the gnarly stuff. So, we'll see how EnduroCross goes, and maybe in the future.
Well, guys, best of luck this year on the EnduroCross Series and X Games. Hope you do us proud. So for more info on these dudes, you can go to EnduroCross.com or just check out an EnduroCross race yourself. And also, if you're still excited about Supercross, want to watch Villapoto win the rest of them, go to supercrossonline.com. Also, you can check out dirtrider.com and motocross.com for more info. And since you're both taller than me, I'm getting off my box now.
Yeah,
leaving.
That's right.
Thank you.